Fencing said in a statement to Fox News Digital, USA Fencing enacted our current transgender and non-binary athlete policy in 2023. The policy was designed to expand access to the sport of fencing and create inclusive, safe spaces. It goes on to talk more. But this idea about inclusive, safe spaces, what about inclusive, safe spaces for female athletes?
Right. There's nothing for me and there's everything for him. Because I have no choice as a woman, as a female, in where I compete. I am a woman and I have an athletic disadvantage to men, so I compete in the women's division, which is where I rightfully am. But he has been given this opportunity to fence in the women's division, and he can compete. He can easily compete in the men's division. He could also compete at mixed events in local tournaments if he wants. There is a place for him. So the idea that they're creating they're expanding the women's is just essentially making it an open tournament that can include men, and it ends up hurting me and other girls.
Professional disc golf athlete Abigail Wilson walked off the tee in protest over the inclusion of a trans-identified male in the women's competition this week. Wilson found herself being expected to compete against male participant Logan Natalie Ryan in the Music City Open held in Nashville, and refused in an act of defiance being celebrated by women's rights advocates the world over. According to his player profile, since 2019, Natalie Ryan, formerly Logan, has racked up 19 tournament wins in the women's pro level and has reportedly taken home over $40,000 in prize money. In December 2022, Ryan announced he would be taking legal action against the Professional Disc Golf Association, PDGA, over a recent revision that had been made to their gender identity policies. The updated rule, which appeared to have been adopted due to his presence in the women's category, stated that players who were assigned male at birth must have started their medical transition before the onset of puberty to be considered eligible to compete against women. In 2023, 33 professional female disc golf players petitioned the courts to save their sport. The petition was referred to as the Stockton Declaration in a nod to Ryan's disqualification after already competing in Day 1 of the FPO Female Pro Open, OTB Open in Stockton, California that year. In a statement posted to the PDGA website revealing that the policy restrictions had been removed due to the ruling, the Disc Golf Authority pointed out that they had lacked the funds to pursue the matter further. The PDGA is not financially or logistically in a position to take the lead in multi-state litigation on this topic. For the first time in recent memory, the PDGA will end the year with a net operating loss, and it is not in the best interest of our members to continue to allocate resources to further litigation. Accordingly, and as part of a settlement ending the litigation against the PDGA and DGPT in both California and Minnesota, the Board of Directors is altering Section C of the policy. In 2023, 33 professional female disc golf players petitioned the courts to save their sport. The petition was referred to as the Stockton Declaration in a nod to Ryan's disqualification after already competing in Day 1 of the FPO Female Pro Open, OTB Open in Stockton, California that year. Redux can reveal that Ryan's online acquaintance, a 48-year-old trans-identified male who uses the name Amanda Branch, has recently begun participating in women's disc golf tournaments. On March 29th, Branch placed fourth in the Women's Pro Open.
Females must be protected in our division. This is unfair. I refuse to play.
Woo! Yeah! Have a nice round, everyone.
We will. Definitely will.
Have a nice round.
Two men will face each other for a women's championship title at the Ultimate Pool Women's Pro Series Event 2 tonight in Wigan, UK. Harriet Haynes and Lucy Smith, both trans-identified males, beat all-female competitors to take the spots in the women's event. This is what happens when you allow males to participate in female sports. There are no more females.
Well, it has been a week for women and our sports. 3 times this week, women have suffered in disc golf, in fencing, and in pool. Women aren't even getting to compete in the championship in pool this year. It's actually 2 biological men. And that is what we will get when we have men in women's sports. Eventually, the men will just keep winning. They'll take all the prizes, all the awards, all the glory, and women will be left with nothing.